Hey, what's going on, guys? So we got some new Petitrits kits out from the Petitrits Fate Grand Order series here. This is the Master / Female Protagonist here, and it's going to be a relatively simple one here. We just got the main character. It also includes in here an exchangeable smiling face part for the Petitrits Shielder Mash kit there. So we already took a look at that one in a previous review, so we'll take a look at the optional face parts included with this on that kit here in a moment once we get this all built up. But first we'll just take a look around the box here. So basically these are just going to be kind of like cute little SD figures that you can build yourself. They're not going to really have a whole lot of articulation, and they do have some stickers and stuff like that on them. So if you like this sort of thing, like, I don't know, like Nendroids and things like that, this is sort of like that, but a little bit much cheaper alternative. So anyway, as always, guys, big thank you to USA Gundam Store for their support. If you guys want to check out everything on the USA Gundam Store, the link is down below, and you can save 10% off everything there using my coupon code ZakuAurelius10. So we just got a picture here of the female protagonist here on the front. And I believe the male protagonist kit is also coming out, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong about that though. This is number 4 in the line, as you can see here. On the bottom there, we got just highlighting that no painting is required. We got multiple different colors there, of course. No glue required either. If you're a typical Gunpla or Bandai model kit builder, you should know this already, of course. But then we do also have some stickers. It looks like probably going to be stickers for the hand there. We do have a couple different hand options at least. That's nice. And then that's just kind of the basic pose. So yeah, like we've seen in the previous reviews, they can't really do much except for their one basic pose. You can sort of alter it a little bit, but there's not going to be a whole lot of articulation there. They get a relatively fixed pose. The legs and like the body mostly, just the arms you can kind of move. The head you can kind of move a little bit. So there's a couple of photos of the kit there, and then with the MASH kit as well. And then just kind of changing up the pose there. With my command, seal, I order you, jump, 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 jump. Going around to the back here, or the other side, the top of the box, I guess I should say. This is showing you like the actual size of the kit. It's going to be about 10 centimeters in height. So we'll take a look at some size comparisons once you have it all built up, and then just there's a back shot there. This is what it looks like completely without paint too, by the way. It's pointing out with this little note down here. So just without paint, that's how it's gonna look. It doesn't look too bad, I gotta say. And yeah, they're pretty cheap. I think the list price for this was around 1,000 or 1,200 yen, like that. I know on USA Gundam Store we've got it now for around $14, $15 like that, and so not a bad price. And as you can see, gonna be pretty minimal. That's just it. Just the 2 runners there, it looks like, some stickers, and the instructions. So not a whole lot in here. Let's just take a look at the instructions here first. So on the top there's just our parts list and sticker shown there, and then we just kind of fold this out. And the front side is all in full color for the construction there of the head and the arms, and we do have our color guide down here at the bottom there as well, and just showing about that, and that's in Japanese and English. On the back it goes to black and white as we finish up the legs, the waist, the body, which is pretty simple there, just some stickers applied on that, as you can see there. And then the display base. So it's cool, they all also just come with their own custom display base as well. So that's pretty much it. It's cool. There you go. And so then we do also have just, once again, the optional face part for the MASH kit. So yeah, we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Let's just quick have a look at the runners. So first up, here's the foil stickers. As you can see, there's just a few of them there for like the belts that go around the front of her torso, and then for the eyes is there as well mostly. And then on this other sticker sheet, we got a couple of gray ones there. We got the marking for her hand, and then we have the eye stickers for the optional face for MASH. Alright, and on the A runner here, we got 4 colors. One little yellow part down here, some kind of orangish red all throughout there for her hair, some really dark gray over here, and then some skin tone parts up there for the hands and the faces. Basically, this is going to be the face for this kit, I suppose, here, and this is the smiling happy face there that you can use for the MASH kit if you want. And the B runner here is all in white. We got the base, the main part of the clothes, and then the shoes, some other parts of the clothing on there as well. So it shouldn't take very long to get this all put together, so let me get it snapped up and we'll see how it looks. Alright, and here's how it's going to look all built up. So like I said, there's going to be very little articulation in this. We'll go over that here in a moment. And accessories for this one also pretty minimal. So this is going to be probably the kit that comes with the least. When the other kits do come with like 1 accessory, this one doesn't really come with much of anything. It does come with that holding hand though, so if you do want to give it some accessory to hold on to, you can do that. That said, the molding of it though is still pretty good. It's again pretty simple in comparison to some of the other kits in the line so far. The stickers on there do work pretty well, and overall, once again, I think it does come out still looking pretty cool, and for the price, it's pretty cheap, and it's just a cool little figure that you can build up yourself. So alright, let's just take a closer up look at the kit then one more time. So first off, just on the base, while it is cool that you have that cool pattern molded in there, I think it's going to look so much better once that's actually painted, so it's not just one big block of white here. but I do like that. Then as for the figure, so like I said, we got stickers here for these belts kind of going across the front of the chest there, and then the belt there is one sticker on the front, and then 2 more stickers for the side parts. You got these gray stickers wrapping around the side of the arms there. The sticker on the hand, it just barely fits on the hand, so that's kind of alright, and just because it's again that lighter tone, because the skin tone is pretty light, you can't really see the outline of the sticker all that well, so the sticker on the hand does look alright, and the stickers for the eyes of course are just kind of fine. They're eye stickers, so they look good enough, I suppose. Seam lines in the hair are okay. For the separation between the front of the hair and the back, that seam line is okay, but this seam line is a little bit not quite right, and from the back it looks okay, but on the top having that seam line there does look a little bit odd in the hair, so may want to think about just throwing some glue, putty or something, just to get rid of that seam line there on the head. You're going to have some seam lines here on the side of the leg there as well, so you can maybe get rid of those if you want, or if you're going to keep this as like tights, you're not going to paint the legs into skin tone or something like that, then it could just look at like just a seam line, or just like a natural like seam like in the clothing of her leggings there or whatever that she's wearing. So as for the articulation, the head is just on a ball joint, so that can look up to there, down to there. You can turn that all around. The arm will go up to about 90 degrees, and you can rotate that below the shoulder joint. You can bend the elbow, again not quite 90 degrees there, and then the hand will just be able to rotate there. It's not on a ball joint, it's just on a peg, so you can just rotate that around. One thing about these kits is that the hands are always a little bit large. I get that it's sort of like obviously SD scale, so the proportions are going to be all a little bit wacky, but I wish the hands were a little bit smaller. They're kind of a little bit strangely large. So that's the 2 hands you get with this, and then like I said, you do have the holding hand that you can swap for this one, which also has a sticker for that over on this side. For the left hand, you only have this open hand option for that. As for the legs, they're attached via ball joints at the hips, so you can move those around a bit, but because the skirt doesn't move or anything, you're going to be a little bit hindered by that. The feet are also on ball joints, but they're not really going to move except for just being able to turn a little bit, so that's pretty much it. So you can't really do too much with the legs except maybe change to like some sort of walking pose, or some sort of like a flying pose or something like that, I suppose. So without any other further articulation of the legs, the posing of this, and just the limited articulation that it does have, posing of it is going to be pretty limited, but we'll see what we can do. As for the alternate face for MASH here, so just a reminder, this is the face that you get included with the kit, and it's just kind of blank, expressionless. But if we just swap this out, let's see how the new happy face looks. First of all, the original face that comes with the kit is actually 2 separate pieces for the eyes and the face piece. Like what we have with this kit, is also 2 separate pieces, but the new replacement face is just 1 solid piece, so you'll have to mask the eyes when you're painting those and everything. Although, because of the hair, you can really only see one of the eyes, really, so you really don't have to worry about that one so much. But the new happy face does look pretty cool. It's nice that you have a little bit different expression for this. It's nice to have that as an option, so hopefully it's something that they will continue with in other kits further down in the line. And again, with the holding hand option, you can choose to swap accessories and things like that. So taking MASH's giant cross shield here, you could have this used with this kit, something like that. So yeah, just pretty simple to just swap accessories if you wanted to with other kits in the line. And just to give you guys a sense of the scale, how big these kits are, it looks like she's measuring up to almost 10 centimeters tall. So next to your typical HD 1/44 scale Gunpla kit, here's how that's going to compare in height. Not very tall. Right, so as I said, they're pretty fun, just simple little kits, and especially if you're a fan of the series or just like building just little simple fun stuff like this, then I think they're pretty cool kits. They're not going to cost you a whole lot, and they don't take up a whole lot of shelf space, but they're just something interesting and different to build. I mean, not everyone may be into this type of kit, and maybe not everyone will even be into the just SD style. Maybe you're a fan of the series and you like the characters and stuff and all that, but you don't really like the SD styling of them. I can understand that, but if you're interested, I would say pick one of them up. They're all pretty similarly priced, and maybe pick up one of your favorite characters. Just see how you like the series of kits. They're all pretty similar so far, although this is only the 4th one in the series so far. And just one thing about the leg stand for this, I removed that for just trying out a couple poses here as we wrap up the review, just because the leg holder like thing that you got for this to help stabilize the kit on the base there I was actually finding it a little bit annoying to actually use that. It didn't really have like a good grip on like the proper point of the leg. It's like it was like holding her like up off of the base a little bit too much, and every time I tried to move her down farther on that, it was just kind of not really working out very well, so I just went ahead and removed that for the time being. It was just kind of more annoying than anything. But as you can see, the kit stands pretty well on its own. If you get too creative with the posing though, as much as you can anyway, then you may end up keeping that on there anyway. But that's going to be it for the review, guys. Hopefully that was helpful or interesting if you were interested in this sort of kit. And as always, you can check out the link down there to USA Gundam Store if you want to check out the kit for yourself. Use my coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10. If you do decide to pick that up or anything there on the site, you can use that unlimitedly. And as always, if you have any other further questions or comments, you can leave those down below as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.